Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Stash Spot. It's Jesse.
Dude.
We got two strains here for you from Zalipop. We got Gelato Z and Cherry Poppers. All right, so whenever I picked these up, dude was telling me about how dude I got them from, not you, dude.
yeah, okay, I was gonna say.
He was telling me that they do these in I forget if it's 2, 4. I think it's half pound. I think they're half pound cases. It's like 2 ounces, but they're, obviously because a jar is 1 ounce.
Oh, okay.
And there's 4 flavors, or there's 5 flavors total. There's 4 regular flavors, and then the Gelato Z is like their rare flavor. So they kind of run it like Labubu dolls and shit.
Yeah.
Where you get a case of Labubu dolls, and you're guaranteed at least one of every color, except the secret rare. And you might have the secret rare in there. You might not.
You might not.
So you could get this. You'd get the case of Zalipop, and if you open it, you might get lucky, and 2 of the ounces would be of the Gelato Z.
Okay. So, when it comes, does it come with, a plastic covering and shit, too, like a case of pop?
It was... See, I'll show you what I seen.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll show you the way that I seen it, because it doesn't quite look like it came with any plastic on it, but it definitely was see,
okay.
It's cased up
Dude, it looks fire. Damn. And you said it comes a half pound at a time.
Would be my guess, because you figure each one is an ounce, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8 ounces, which is a half P.
Yeah. Damn, dude. See, these ones are probably some of the better ones I've seen so far. Since
Packaging, these are great. I like the packaging because I've had cans before. I've had the smaller ones, the pop cans. I've had baby bottle pops. I've had all kinds of. This it's a stash spot. That's still cool as hell.
Yeah.
B, it's thick. This is thick metal. This isn't something that you just drop and it's gonna crack or break.
And, it's not I don't know, with the lid on it, if you tried, you could crush it, but it's not like a normal pop can where it dents easy. This is actually some heavy metal.
Yeah,
I like that it tells you.
Obviously it's not fucking unbreakable.
See, and that's what I like to see. THC 31%. That's I was telling you right before we started this, bro. I fucking got weed from the dispensary the other day, and it was from Cresco, and it said THC 0.2%, THCA 30-something%. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I buying this from the dispensary for? I'm
not sure why we're now living in the realm of let's try to lie and deceit the government so we can keep selling bud when let's keep it real. Unless you're doing it on a crazy level and your packaging is crazy, wanting kids to buy your shit crazy, it's not that big of a deal. Everyone strives so hard for this farm bill shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you gotta have it hemp. It's hemp. It's THCA and it's hemp. It's Delta 8, not 9. And really all you're doing is fucking confusing the market for everybody, because it's you might get some customers oh hell yeah, legal weed. Well, weed's legal, but you know what I mean?
It's different though.
I can walk into a gas station and buy this weed, and they go in and now that hell yeah, bro, all their problems have been solved because they don't got to go sneak around with their dealer no more like a goddamn side chick.
But yeah,
but it's not good.
It's not worth it.
It's not good for I imagine it's not good for your body.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, because it tells you even on some of these products, like I was talking about maybe doing like a taste testing thing where we taste tested some of those products from. There's everything 420, Hella Slumped, Dopest YOLO. Like there's a handful of them where you can just get the shit free online, or not free.
Dope
but you
as
can get the
YOLO
shit
would be
online.
the one that, and I didn't know he had his own shit. His company would be the one that I would trust more than anything because he's a very, very big, like.
It's funny you say that. I'm not gonna lie. His was some of the worst I've tried
Really?
so far. Yeah, like when it comes to quality, I will honestly say, in my opinion, some of the worst I've tried.
That's
so far.
surprising.
But then again, too, I didn't try any of his top shelf. I have tried top shelf from everything 420. Whatever. I tried mostly his regular. So I have to give that a try. Still, no offense to him
Yeah,
yet.
'cause I'm saying, I
but
know,
will
like, I
say,
watch a lot of his content, and he's, like,
He's
very,
fucking
very,
cool.
yeah, and he's very, very specific, like, and picky about shit.
Who else is there? I'm trying to think what the dude's name is. Eric Kahn. Kahn Kush. He has some good stuff too. But I was thinking about taste testing it. I ordered a few things. I actually, funny enough, I have one. I'm gonna grab it real quick. I'll put it on.
Yeah.
This right here, it's fucking made by a brand called Colts. Flavor Collab X Venera Indoor Exotic. It's blueberry lemon swirl. I got this to try, but man, I don't know. It's not good. I'll tell you that. And and they always say,
Your Irk, what's good, my man?
Yo.
Belly in the house. And what is it? I can't see what that name is. It Ufush? Ufush? Sorry if I messed your name up. It's hard for me to see the screen from back here. Get a hold of us. Message us on Instagram, bunchable_studio. Facebook, Bunchable Studio. Like to have you on the live stream. Depending on what you do, if you're a weirdo, maybe not. We don't know yet.
yeah, I'll have to meet you.
Yeah,
Make sure
get a
you're
hold
cool
of us,
first.
and would love to add you on Discord, but if you want to be on the live stream, you contact us.
It says right here, like always on these fucking packages with the THCA too. This product is not FDA approved. Not that I care if something is FDA approved or not.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of the times that shit is just they're covering their own ass. 'Cause
Right.
if you walk into G&E, I don't know if G&E even exists anymore, or GNC.
I think it's General Electrics, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's GNC, not GNE. It was
Okay.
or maybe it is GNE. I don't remember. Vitamin World. We all know what Vitamin World is.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bodybuilding supplements. That's not steroids or D-ball or any of that shit. Or TRT. But any of the shit that you find in Vitamin World, on the back of it, it's gonna say it's not FDA approved.
Yeah, you're right. But it makes you wonder what they're. Okay, because like if this isn't THC, what is it that they're putting in these plants that's making you?
Well, here's where, at least with my studies that I've done, my research, here's where it starts to get a little bit muddy, because what everywhere that I've read claims that the whole THC thing is just they'll grow it and they'll cut it and go get it tested and shit before it's mature.
Okay.
So it doesn't have a lot of THC, but it has a lot of THCA in it.
It's premature buds, that's all.
Yeah.
It's the same as when. So it's like whenever. Because didn't that happen for a while during like 2013, 2014? They weren't calling it THCA. It was still THC, it was just bud, but bud just fucking sucked for a while. And it was like.
Well, that was when everyone was doing guarantee feminized auto flower 90-day light cycles where
Ew.
like people were pumping out pounds of weed in 90 days.
Yeah.
You know
See,
what I mean? Just fucking boom, 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 boom.
That's efficient for people who are.
It was efficient for
wanting
back in the day
quality,
whenever quality
Or
wasn't
quantity.
the key, whenever designer drugs wasn't big. And I don't even like calling weed a drug, but like, the way that like the
Back then,
packaging is
everybody was
nowadays, and it's
considering
exotic
that.
bud, and it's this and it's that, like, it's become more of almost a fashion statement. You know what I mean? Having the newest packet from whatever your favorite strain is and showing
like
it
a
on
big,
Instagram
big
Live
thing.
or whatever is the same as having a new hat and having to flex it.
I still am really disappointed with like where, I mean, Cookies is very big. It, you know, it got to be a very huge company, but like I'm kind of disappointed with like where it is now, like with how Burner is.
It's
Like,
not his fault though.
yeah,
Yeah, he let a lot of people control certain parts of his company that he should have still kept control of. So, like, instead of him having his specific growers that he likes to use, well, now the guys that are running it got like 4 or 5 more growers that he might not like their quality, but
see,
they need, and this is where it becomes fucked up because it's kind of like a what do you do situation. If you got 5 growers and you fuck with those 5 and they're the only 5 so far you've found that you trust to grow your strain, but the market and for how many people want it and how many dispensaries are trying to get it and all this shit, that you need 15, 20 growers. What do?
that's true. You just,
You have to go get new. You have to
yeah, I
find
was gonna
more
say
growers.
you just have to buckle down and find some people to
Yeah.
grow,
So
but
in
they're not gonna be the
reality,
best.
whether it would have been him running it or the people he left in charge running that part of the operation, I think it would have come down the same way it did. But the only other way you combat that would be like some of the other brands did, and it worked for them. It could have worked for Cookies, but they wouldn't have been as it wouldn't have been as easy for you to go buy shorts and a shirt and shit of them because they would have been still a semi underground strain or brand, and that would have been to do the whole okay, we're not getting more growers, we're keeping this 5, and now it's just a more exclusive thing. Now that we know that the market is out there for it, the price goes up just a little bit because it's so limited quality
because people
and
know
quantity.
it's good and that's what they want.
Yep. And now this dispensary, we used to give yuns 4 pounds. Now you're only going to get 2. And you know what I mean? Now you spread it out more and you hold back some. And now that's market, supply and demand. You run it that way. So now it becomes a designer brand.
And it's just like, with how much money made through the company, you'd think he would just be able to keep it the way it is. But like you said, though, there's a reason for all that shit.
Well, the crappy thing is if you're going off of, and the percentage I'm about to say, I'm not 100% on, but I do know it is somewhere along the lines, is like whatever your company did last year, like you could have had the best year of business ever last year. If you don't somehow magically beat that this year, your business is considered failing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's...
it's like they put you in this weird position where like you always have to do better. Like
Yeah.
and in my eyes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't strive for the best, so you should strive to keep doing better, but like hypothetically if we made enough money from the company to where I'm bringing in $5 million a year, we don't have to push much. I'm cool with getting another 5 next year. Like, I don't need 7. Like, you know what I mean? And that's just, it's a continuance of do more, add more. Now we want clothes. Now we want the stupid ass fucking smoke gun that they built and sold.
I feel like if something's good, you shouldn't change it. And then, like, I don't know, yeah, like trying to top everything, one thing after another after so long, you can only make so many things. You know what I mean? Like, you can only, like...
You should want to make more money. I'm not saying that, but
right,
I'm saying, like, don't kill yourself or kill the company by trying to constantly overdo yourself every year. Like, if you're doing something good, let it be good.
And then getting involved with things like THCA, because now you can find Cookies THCA companies online and stuff like that, and it's just like,
well, and it's because they realize that they can't market to every state.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Certain states, they don't fuck with weed, period, end of story. But you can buy THCA weed there. Why? Because it's the Farm Bill. Farm Bill is not state by state. Farm Bill is federal.
Yeah,
so
the whole
yeah, so you know what I mean? So when the Farm Bill said
works.
THCA is legal, THCA is legal everywhere.
I smoke bongs outside in the yard.
And that's where, like, I find it so crazy that it's just like this double-edged sword catch-22 that the government has everybody in, where it's like, okay, weed is legal on a fucking state level in some places, and it's illegal on a federal level everywhere, but THCA is federally legal everywhere. What?
Yeah, it's like
Everything is fucking fighting
couldn't
itself.
we just fucking make it all legal? Like it's a
Yeah, it's like, if it's weed, it's weed. Like,
it's
I don't
weed.
care
It's a
how you want to
plant. It's
label
legal.
it.
I will say there are a lot, like, the past few years it has definitely dialed down with like the heat. Like, there was a point in time I remember when I was like 13, 14, 15, I'd leave school with my friends, and like as a group we'd walk down to, like, there was a pizza shop down the road from our school, and we would walk down there and post up and get food, and we would smoke. And our plug would walk down there to meet with us, and like he would be sketched out, like if
Yeah,
the local
nowadays
cop
it's
was around
casual,
or whatever.
bro. Like,
But
you
it's
go
like,
outside, walk down the block, smoke a blunt, like, and who
yeah,
gives a
like
fuck?
it's not even a big deal anymore, really. If you get caught with like anything less than an ounce, even, a cop's most likely not even gonna do anything.
Yeah,
about
they don't.
it.
They're
Like,
not gonna care. I can't say that to be factual, but you know what I mean.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely
They're
still them
cool.
old school cops that are gonna be like, I'm fucking confiscating this. You know, I could put
And
you in jail.
let's
This
be
and
real,
that.
they
But
got more important shit to worry about.
they really do, dude.
You know what I
Like,
mean? Like, if you're out
harder
here trying to
drugs.
hassle me for bud, you literally, your life cannot be any more boring.
Yeah,
Like, I
dude.
am sure that someone right now is like beating their woman. God forbid that happens, but
But
like,
it happens.
but you know what I mean? My point being is,
And-
someone's out there causing some aggravated assault. Someone out there is making a hand-to-hand transaction on something that you care way more about
And that's-
than me.
That's the sad thing, is a lot of times the cops that are picking on people for doing light crimes like that, it's often just because they're afraid to deal with people that are doing crazy shit like that, that have guns and stuff like that. And it's
Yeah,
like,
if
at that
you
point
ain't-
you shouldn't even be a cop, man. You should just be like working at a mall. Should be mall security.
Yeah, if you ain't got nothing better to do and that's all you can think of is to go bother people for weed, just fucking go sit on the side of the highway and catch speeders.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. You're always
there's-
gonna catch somebody speeding on the highway at some point. If you
yeah,
just
there's so
post up
much
somewhere.
better use of your time than worried about some weed.
I don't know. If I could smoke weed, dead ass. If I could smoke weed, I'd probably be a cop. If I could smoke weed and keep my hair.
I wouldn't. I couldn't never be a cop, but I would like to be. Like, once upon a time, I was a volunteer fireman because I don't ever want to be a cop for sure. But I am like akin to helping people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
That's the main
would
reason
like
I would
shit
want to
to
do
be.
it.
I
I would
would
just
like
want
shit
to
to
help
be
people.
better around
Yeah.
here.
Like,
But I'm also not about to. I have too much of a past to ever think I'm gonna be a cop. That ain't happening.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true. I would just like to get like in a high speed chase, like chase somebody down.
Bro, I was watching on YouTube
You know?
yesterday. I was watching high speed chase videos, and there was this one specific cop in this. I can't remember his name, but he was in like Oregon, I think, and he's like the cop they call in
I think I know
when
which
there's
one
a
you're
high
talking
speed
about.
chase, and they're like saying like his pit maneuvers are crazy. Like, he's got all these tactics, blah blah blah. And I'm just thinking, like, if I could like go do, like, I don't want to be a cop, but if I could just be like a subcontracted high speed chase coordinator, like,
yeah, just
call
someone to
me
be
in.
there. Like, dude,
I got you.
fucking, I would be there all day. That'd be so lit.
I'll do high speed chase all day. That shit fun.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want to do no paperwork and like, I'm not doing none of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not doing cop talk and stuff like that. But I would definitely chase some motherfuckers down. It'd be fun.
All right,
All right,
let's
what
get
we
into
got?
this first strain. I figure we'll do the cherry poppers first.
Bet that's the one I think I have rolled here on the left.
Yeah, and these
Cherry
strains smell
poppers.
really good. Let's see if I can. Oh, hold on. I gotta switch the camera over. Normally, I got someone else handling that.
Oh, that's some gas.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the one that was like kind of more green on the outside, purple on the inside.
Yeah.
Than the
I
other
ain't got
one.
a whole lot left in there. I know.
Other one was purple on the outside and like green on the inside. It looked like kind of.
Yeah, I like that they both have. They both have like a very candy profile, but like I don't know how to explain it. It's like
I
real
haven't smelled it in a
smooth.
minute.
It's like real smooth aftertone.
That kind of wow. That like, my sister worked at Jean and Boots for like the first 10 years of my life. That kind of reminds me of the store.
Yeah,
Like when we'd walk in, it smells like.
it's like that real lemon cherry gelato-y like candy profile, but it's like right after that hits you, it's I'm not gonna say vanilla because that's not what I'm smelling, but it's like that kind of smoothness.
It's like, yeah, it's like a taffy or something.
Yeah, like
it's
it
pretty good.
smoothens it out real quick.
So that's what we're sparking right now.
Yeah, dude, don't partake in the tobacco. So don't think that we're trying to jip you.
Yeah, we're just smoking. I've smoked joints strictly now. If I can smoke if I can find pack wraps, I'll smoke a blunt with those. If you don't know about pack wraps, look them up. They're really good. They're fucking hard to find around here. I mean, I'm sure if you're more towards Pittsburgh or any towns and stuff, I haven't even been able to find them out here though.
See,
Mr.
the
Saw's
pack,
out of
I
them.
know where to find pack woods, but I don't know if those are.
The pack woods, pack wraps. They're both, I think, pretty much the same thing. But the
Yeah, I
pack
just
woods
don't
are
know
more-
if the pack woods are tobacco or not.
I don't think they are either of them that have the word like pack instead of back. I'm pretty sure is.
I'm gonna say they got them up at Tobacco World up by KFC and shit.
Okay. See. All right. I might swing by there and check there for those.
And if anyone don't know or can't find them, if anyone is looking for loose leaves, hit up your local BB's Market. They got all of them. I don't partake in the loose leaves too heavily. I'm not a huge fan of them. I prefer the OG, the backy. But I know a lot of people have a hard time finding loose leaves. So
I remember the first time trying those when I still smoked tobacco. I was kind of disappointed because they were very small. Are they still made kind of small?
yeah, they're like a very it's almost like a fucking joint paper.
Like a pinner. Yeah.
But see, my big problem with them is that because you can still roll them fat, you just don't have a whole lot of overlap for the lick. But my problem with them is that like they never burn 100% right. There's always something up with them,
Yeah.
and they're just a little bit harsher than what I prefer. Like I can hit a backwood and it not make me want to cough my lungs out just from like how harsh the tobacco is. Packwoods, it's like I struggle getting through smoking one because I'm just coughing.
I can't do backwoods, man. I had a friend, the one friend, he come through with that fucking graba leaf, dude. He'd pull that thing out and soak it underneath a.
I did see that they have the bigger loose leaves. They're like fucking. It looked like a football field. The package was like a football field.
Okay, that's dope. I'm not gonna lie. This cherry is what is this, cherry pop?
Yeah, cherry popper.
This cherry pop's pretty fire. This is good. I want to say it's definitely a hybrid or something. It feels like it's kind of like, it's got me wanting to like.
It's
run
definitely
while I'm
got
sleeping.
lemon cherry in it. I mean, it's definitely a lemon cherry. But I'm not gonna say it's a lemon cherry gelato because I don't think that they would put out a bunch of strains that are all crosses with gelato. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
saying like maybe
We see way too much gelato nowadays, bro. I feel like.
see, I've had cherry poppers one time before, but it wasn't this brand. And it was pretty good too.
We need to bring back strains like sour diesel, like purple haze, like the old strains, man. Like I don't know, I feel like there's some weed you just like don't see
There's still
anymore.
legacy growers out there that handle in those. The sour diesel is the one that's like kind of
one.
lost in time. I don't think we'll ever get an OG original sour diesel like we used to. I think, was it you that I was talking to the one day about it? How I watched the interview of the dude that originally grew sour diesel.
I think so.
And he
I
was
don't know
talking
who
about
was.
how he gave like a bunch of people seeds so that like it would continue. But none of the growers that he gave the seeds to were growing in the same like environment that he was. So every sour diesel strain that we have out there now isn't like the original because it's like whether it be different nutrients, different amount of nutrients, different soil, you know, whatever, however. But it's just so far from the original that
It's so sad.
it's like that's like
That's so sad.
a real lost in time strain, and that was my favorite.
Fuck, man.
Or like headband's another one that would be nice to see around again.
And I forgot about that. Satellite OG was one we got a lot back then.
I remember like
You know what was around a
White
lot?
Widow.
Yo, I just got a vape today. It was a White Widow vape, actually. to
You know
try.
what,
It's from
too?
a
I
company.
know that I'm gonna mention these two, and you're gonna probably say the same thing that I could say about them.
What's that?
Green Crack
Yo.
and Blue
Dream?
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream. Yes.
Blue Dream and Green Crack was around. That everybody supposedly had it all the time. That's just all like people had to have been getting fucking boxes and boxes and boxes of just those
Just
two
that.
strains.
Dead ass, yeah. Yep. Purple Punch. I know the one you saw like all the time, like gelato, was the Gorilla Glue. Everyone had that too. It was always Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, Gelato 41 or Gorilla Glue number 4.
Gorilla Glue 4 was good though. If you got the one that really looked like it was like it looked like it was like a Chinese animation or something. Like that weed didn't even look real. It was so good. I love that shit. It's just like they don't grow weed like that anymore. People aren't patient. That's like the problem, like you said. It's like they're growing the shit too fast, pushing it out too fast. They gotta let that shit fucking curate, bro.
Yeah, the weed community, the timeline has been really wild for the way shit went. Like we went from the only hippies really had the good weed. Other than that, you was getting Mexican ditch weed that was bricked up.
Yeah.
And then you started getting what people would call like the beasters, which was like, all right, now we're starting to get good bud. And it was like not just the hidden away hippies that had it. And then started like, oh, now this is like gas and this is fire. You know what I mean? It's like, then we hit the weed is so popular, everyone's doing auto flowers and all this and that, and we're pumping out 90-day grows like it's hotcakes, and we're running them year round, and you know all this shit. And then the market got saturated, and it was kind of just like that. It was normal for a while, and then came weed started getting more prevalent in rap music, and not just rap, but like, you know, everywhere, to where it started becoming a fashion statement, where it was like rappers wanted to show that they had the best weed. So now it became a who got the best weed. I'll fly all the way here to get it. I'll fly all the way there to get it. I'm picking up all this. I'm picking up all that. And everyone thinks they got the best. And so now what do the growers do? They're going to up their price.
Yep.
And then now we got exotic weed, and we got
like
designer weed, and
Snoop Dogg kind of like really started that, like putting the weed into the music and stuff with the rap.
Cheech and Chong.
And
I mean, like I said,
Cheech and Chong originally really fashionable.
Willie Nelson.
And then I feel like Wiz is who really
Wiz
brought it to
Wiz
the
was
music,
where
to the rap
the designer shit kind of started. And I'm not going to say he started it, but I remember no one
2009.
cared too much about hunting down strains. It was more so just like whatever strain your dealer had, until Pittsburgh Piff. And then Khalifa Kush.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
The
it was like,
KK, man, that changed the game too. That's kind of crazy to think about.
but those were the two, at least locally for us here, those were the two strains that I noticed. That's when people gave a fuck about strain hunting. Like, you'd hit up 5 dealers, and if only one of them had Pittsburgh Piff, that's who you're going to. Or if they had the Khalifa Kush, it didn't matter that they were on the opposite side of Pittsburgh. You're going
Going to
across the
get it.
fucking city to get it.
Facts.
Who cares? Your boy up the road got some other shit that's just as good, but you want that fucking strand because that's what motherfuckers are talking about.
Man, I miss when weed got me like really high. Like I'm stoned right now.
I
Not
miss-
to say
yeah.
this weed's not good, but it's just different. It doesn't feel the same. And I know people say that comes with age too, but
See, I've always
I don't know.
wondered, is it also because and while I'm sure that they're different, as far as what we've done, but is it because we've done more than weed that our outlooks on a high differentiate from what they did when we were younger and we were just smoking weed? You know what I mean? Like, I have dabbled in pills here and there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't lie about my past. Like,
that's fair.
that has happened in my life.
I took
You know
a
what I mean? Thankfully, I
lot.
was never addicted. I never went through anything like that. But I'm not going to say that I didn't do them one time in my life. So a pill high compared to a weed high are two different things. Is it my perspective obscured from that now because
Probably.
of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
So I
probably
think
right.
even shrooms, you know what I mean? Shrooms are
I've taken
even
a lot
heavier
of
high.
shrooms. I've taken a lot of LSD back when I was like, from 2016, 2017, when I was 17, till I was 20. For like about 3 whole years, I took LSD, like a lot of it.
Yeah, and
So you're
it's
right.
like,
That probably totally changed the way.
you know, you think of the way you think of a high, because if weed high is your very first high and you've never done anything else, in that moment you think that when people say, oh, I'm high as shit, or I'm so high I'm gonna throw up, or regardless of what drug they're talking about, in your head in that moment you think that like that's the feeling that you feel is what they're talking about, because that's the highest you've ever been.
That's
you know
a
what I
good
mean? Like,
point.
that is your fucking ceiling
That's your
right now.
max. That's where you're at. Yeah.
And then,
but
God forbid, you ever do something heavier. The second you break that ceiling, now you're going into panic mode because you think that, like, oh, fuck, I've never been this high before. Am I going to die? And then you don't. And then the next time you do that drug, you're like, oh, hell yeah, weed ain't nothing compared to XYZ, because that high is crazy.
Yeah, that's scary. What freaks me out is how there's some drugs, like certain things, like even like just cocaine alone is one of the main things I've noticed too. Is it like
Exactly,
people
D.
can't smoke.
Yeah, Cypress Hill was big on it, too.
Absolutely, hits from the bong.
Hell, Wu-Tang Clan, certain members of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Never knew until more recently that Method Man was it Method Man was never actually a part of Wu-Tang Clan. He just did it was either Method Man wasn't, and he just collabed a lot with Redman, or vice versa. One of that little duo was never a part of Wu-Tang,
That's crazy.
and I didn't know that until I think it was like 2-3 months ago. I found that out.
But did you always think that though?
I always assumed that they were both Wu-Tang. I assumed that Wu-Tang was like, you know what I mean?
It just makes me wonder. Like that's weird.
If they run together all the damn time, why would they have not been in the same music group together?
I'm trying to think. Like I don't know why. I know it's because I'm stoned. I'm trying to think of like other artists that I used to, older artists that I used to listen to that were heavy on like the weed aspect and stuff, and I don't know why I can't.
There really isn't.
There's not a lot of them.
Many.
No, there weren't a lot. Oh, fuck.
You'd catch a couple country singers here and there, but they wouldn't really sing about weed. They would just like throw in their lyrics like, roll up a joint after I'm done on the farm, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it would
whatever.
just be there.
They'll just talk about smoking weeds with my old man, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might be one single little part of the whole song, and the song's not even about that.
Tobacco. I don't really listen to country very much, but every once in a while, like one of my friends will throw on a country song, and I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. But like,
No,
it depends.
I'm a music lover of all genres.
It has to be good though.
Yeah, as long as it's good, I'll listen to it. I don't give a shit what genre it is.
I won't do the weird lyrics. That's all. Like whenever they start talking about stupid shit or just
Yeah.
weird shit.
Yeah, I
Can't
don't
do it.
want to hear about like like whenever they start doing the whole like Brad Paisley had a song "Mud on the Tires." Like that is
Yeah.
one of the worst songs I've ever heard
Yeah.
because
I
like
think I
all
know
you're
what you're
singing
talking
about is
about.
your fucking truck
Yeah.
and going mudding or some shit or back road or I don't remember fucking
And
know.
what's really like disturbing sometimes when you hear music like that, you think like, wow, like there's a lot of people out here right
that
now
are bumping
that are
that right
fucking, like,
now.
feeling this right
Yeah.
now. Like they're really
People
in
that
it.
are gonna try to go to war with us for even saying
I
that we don't
know.
like that song.
They're probably commenting right now. They're like,
But
"Don't
then
fuck
there
with my
are
muddy
country
truck."
songs that like I fuck with heavy because they actually
They're
talk
good.
about something real,
They're
whether
good.
it be emotion that motherfuckers go through, breakups, get-togethers, losing somebody.
There's a country group that I just started listening to recently. They're fairly new. Have a handful of pretty decent songs. The lead singer is a female. They're called Wednesday.
Hmm.
She's pretty good. My two favorite songs are Elderberry Wine and Chosen to Deserve. Those are both really good songs, actually. If you're into like older school like country, because that's what that's like. My dad's heavy into country, so
Yeah.
at one point in time, that's like all I would hear on the radio, whether I liked it or not, really.
Yeah, I listened to from Bob Dylan and fucking Bruce Springsteen to
My mom loves them.
to fucking Billy Joel to I listen to drill music. I like Detroit rappers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I'm all over the place. I listen to country. I used to really like Toby Keith, but it's because I thought Toby Keith like he's the type of like redneck hillbilly that I would fuck with. Like you know what I mean? He's like super American, but he's also just hilarious.
I
Like, bro,
always
his
did
songs are
like-
about bar fights and getting shitty at a party and
I always
just
did like some of his songs. Wasn't he the one that made Red Solo Cup?
yeah.
Fuck yeah,
That's what I
man.
mean.
Yeah,
Like they're
he's
always
cool.
just
He's
like
he's creative. His stuff's actually like good. Not to say that they're. I mean, there's just some that are just distasteful for real. But fucking
like
that's
Garth
like the
Brooks
weird
was
thing
good.
about. If true, that's the weird thing about growing up. Like you were born like what, like late 80s, early 90s, 91. So like, and I was born 2000. It's just weird like having, cuz my mom's 64, my dad's 65. So like having like older parents
You were exposed to a lot of music that your generation wasn't.
right, but then like I'm in this generation and we're all listening to this. It's just weird. Like I would, like you said, like I would go from listening to like Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin to listening to Soulja Boy
Yeah.
and Lil Wayne. It was a weird childhood.
You know,
for
like
real.
I used to listen to Chiodos, Devil Wears Prada, fucking My Chemical Romance.
Yep. They're coming to
Hell, when I
Pittsburgh.
was super younger, I listened to Fall Out Boy and Simple Plan and Good Charlotte, and you know what I mean. Like, there's just been
You're reminding
I've
me.
been around for way too damn long for all the music that's been around, and I've
Dude.
always listened to. I remember we used to get in the mail. You'd get these fucking letter things, and I forget what the company was, but you could get them to send you CDs, and then they would just like invoice you or some shit. Like you could get CDs for free.
That's
Not
dope.
free. I mean, someone had to fucking pay for them.
Right.
But as a kid, if you could finagle sending it in, it wasn't you paying for it.
Someone was paying for
You
it,
know
but
what I
fuck
mean?
it. That's dope.
And so I remember I got Nelly's album. I got 3 of them. I got Nelly's album, a DMX album,
Yo.
and
Rest in peace.
I don't remember what the third one was. I want to say it might have been Ludacris.
Nice. Yo, that's
and I
crazy
had a
too.
fucking Walkman, or not a Walkman. I had a Sony CD player, headphones. I'd walk around everywhere with that motherfucker.
Ludacris is still like alive, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like whatever does he still make music? Whatever happened to him? I feel like his name was real big in the early 2000s, and then homie just like completely disappeared.
You want to know what I think is the truth?
Yeah, what's up? Because I don't follow like too much on social media as much,
The
so I
last
don't know a whole lot about it.
The last things that we've seen him in some, I mean, I'm sure he might have did a feature in a song since then, but the last things we've seen him do is Fast and the Furious. And that's
Okay.
because the family is bigger than music. Family.
Right.
Vin Diesel gonna fucking put him in a torture rack.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Ain't no
actually.
one doing no fucking music. We got a movie to make.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Fast and the Furious was so good. I want to rewatch all those movies.
It
from
went
the beginning.
amazingly until right after Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. I just want to watch the first three. Well, Tokyo Drift and then the third one, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
It like I don't know why they thought I need to break all these down now. Cars can't pull a safe from a vault from a fucking bank. That's not happening.
No.
You're not gonna jump off some shit, catch someone in midair, and then the trajectory of the way it all went. Mind you, you like jump pretty much like bridge to bridge, and then slam into the windshield of a car, because that's what he did whenever I think he saved Letty. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
And you damn sure wasn't about to get on no. And this was from the first movie, so I'm criticizing a little bit on this, but you damn sure ain't about to take fucking buckshot
Hell
to the
no.
goddamn shoulder
Nah.
and nothing happened.
Bro, I forgot about that. I remember when I first watched that movie, I think I was on acid. I was tripping. And I saw that happen, and I was like, I looked at my buddy, and I was like, turn this shit off.
Like, now I
Like, this
understand
isn't
how
real.
that ending was, and like he supposedly died, but then he came back and blah blah blah. So like they did show as if he did take some damage from it. But if you got shot,
I wish I could go back in time and watch some of these trilogies for the first time
Yeah,
again. You know,
you
man?
know.
Like, just not know what's going to happen.
you get shot with buckshot from that close range, bro. You are not you're not hanging on to the side of that semi no more.
Fuck no.
B, I'm not 100% positive you have an arm to hang on
Dude,
anymore.
no, you
Like,
shouldn't
I'm
even-
thinking, bro, that's gone. That's
That
like
shit's
gone,
gonna be
gone.
fucked up. Yeah, if you shoot one of those ballistic gel torsos with that thing and see what that does, like, watch what that does. It probably eviscerate that whole half side of it, man.
We're
Buckshot's
talking,
tough.
Like, bro, you're close range.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. Fucking. What was the other thing that they had in there that they did that? In the
Oh, yeah,
more
sending
recent
cars
one?
to space.
They did that?
Yeah, motherfuckers went to space.
I didn't know they did all that.
Yeah, they went to space for some reason. I don't know.
Oh man. I stopped watching. Like you said, it like Tokyo Drift, bro. I was done there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the only gripe I had with Tokyo Drift is they kept using a fucking Evo as a drift car, and it's all-wheel drive, and it's like, yes, it could work, but like, I don't know, man, and not like that.
I don't know a whole lot about cars. Not enough to say anything about like the physics or anything in the movie. But there's definitely scenes where I was watching it and I'm like, I feel like that's not possible.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, it's like the ending race when they're going up the mountain on the end, and he swings his ass off the side and all that. Like, nah, that's not real.
No.
But I can see why they would want to embellish the dangerousness or the danger level of the race. So, like, I can kind of let those ones go because that's just for the action.
Right.
It's whenever you're doing full, like, situations that couldn't happen, like the pulling the safe thing. That it don't matter how it goes down, you could never pull a safe, but you could race somebody up a mountain. They just kind of extenuated the danger
Made
level.
it a little bit extra.
You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
cool with you making things a little crazier, but when you're just making up whole actions,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a little off.
It's like what was the you ever watch Initial D?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
It's
good
one
show.
of my favorite animes.
Fucking great anime, dude. If they ever made like a movie or something like that, that'd be crazy as
I
fuck.
think they did make a live action movie, but it's one of those like only Japanese things, like never came to America.
Damn.
So you just have to. It could be on Crunchyroll. If not, I'm sure YouTube would have it.
I'd still watch it even if I didn't have like dub or
Bro,
sub
I
or
have
whatever.
so much more fun. I get so much more enjoyment out of watching subtitled shit than I do dubbed shit.
Me too. I feel like it's more genuine.
Yeah, it's
I don't
way
necessarily
closer
like
to
having to read, but
translation.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put this down. I keep like rolling it and twisting it. I'm gonna fuck it up, man.
Oh, we gonna start
I'm gonna
start
fucking
on them here in a
stop.
minute.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's like I don't know. I'm not sure. whether to say it's an indica or a sativa, but I'm starting to think it's more an indica. Does it say on the can? I want to say a hybrid.
No, it does not.
Some type
That
of
is
hybrid.
one thing that sometimes I think that some of the more exotic brands are lacking.
They used to all say it.
Yeah, they'll tell you like the strain and this and that and blah blah blah, but just some of the more specific details that I would be looking for is missing. Like it doesn't tell you if it's a hybrid, doesn't tell you if it's a sativa dominant or an indica dominant, doesn't tell you if it's sativa or indica. It's like 3 different things right there.
What's like?
And it don't tell you what the cross strains are.
That's the funny thing that is following up with like all these newer like THCA things coming out in these companies. It's like a lot of these strains you can't even even if they are labeled sativa or indica, you can't tell the difference. Neither of them really make you tired or not tired. You know what I mean? Whereas like there were buds where I remember smoking them and I was fucking. I don't even remember going to sleep. I'd smoke a blunt and I'm fucking gone.
I can only imagine what the conversion rate is of like when THCA gets burned, how it converts to THC. I'm like, and again, I don't know at all. I'm just like,
me neither.
This is purely like comical speculation when I say this. It's like what a 32% THCA when you burn it converts to like fucking what 14, 15%
THC.
You know
yeah,
what
and
I
you're
mean?
probably
like, I don't know, but
you're probably not too far off, honestly. I mean, like it definitely has to be. It has to be diluting the percentage in some sense.
Yeah, there's
obviously.
no way that it's directly converting.
And if anything, it's not converting much at all. Like we could be very generous in saying 14, 15%.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
I have
it could
no
be
idea.
a few percent really only. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a handful of times recently. Obviously, I'm not gonna say like who I got these things from because I'm not gonna down anybody. But there has been a handful of times recently that I've gotten some buds and I'm like, just wow. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like it's disappointing. Like I'm not sure what's going on. But
Yeah, there was a small period of time where like I could go get like 4 or 5 different strains, and to look at them, you know they're different. Open up the bag, they all have the same fucking smell, and it's a smell that I can't stand.
Exactly.
Bro.
It's like that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know how the best way I can explain it, and when I say this, I'm not saying that it means it's THCA or Delta or any of that. All I'm saying is, when we went to Jersey last year, on the way home, stopped at a gas station, didn't have no bud. I was like, fuck it. Just so we have something to smoke before we take this fucking ride. Grabbed a pack of THCA bud from the gas station. And that is exactly what it smelled like, exactly what it tastes like. Now, I'm not going to say it was THCA bud because it did look really good compared to the shit that I had at the gas station. That looked terrible.
Right.
But it's just that fucking smell,
I can't get past. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know some people tell me it's a different terp profile, and that could, you know what I mean? That's probably correct. I'm not saying wrong or correct on that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But it just like, whatever it is, I don't want that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what I've been saying.
I don't care if it's a flavor or a terp profile. I don't care if it's because it's Delta. I don't care if it's because it's fucking THCA. I don't care why. That's what it is. I don't want it.
It's just not good.
No, it tastes like shit.
It dries my mouth.
Smells terrible.
I've noticed the bud has been very dry lately too. Like it's been giving me cotton mouth worser than ever before. Like at one point it was bad, but now it's like, what the fuck? I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't notice that too much, but I also have never been like a
you're not too much of a
victim to cotton mouth.
Were you a bong person too, or anything like that? I smoke bongs a lot, so that might be my problem too.
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't fuck with any glass pieces, and it's purely just because with my lungs I have asthma and shit.
That's fair. I totally understand.
All that shit fucks me up.
Bro.
Even, and it's the crazy thing. I can smoke a backwood perfectly fine. If I hit a joint, for some reason, that paper will fuck my throat up.
That's wild.
That's why I don't smoke joints.
I'm surprised.
And I've tried all the different kinds of joint papers. I've tried to go like down the gauntlet and find out if maybe it's just a specific one that I need or this or that.
No,
That
it
all
won't work.
fucked me up.
I tried with like tobacco. Smoking different blunts and stuff like that. Getting
We
used
got
to certain ones.
We got the Gelato Z.
Gelato Z.
And like I said, this is supposed to be the limited edition one, like the real exclusive one.
Lambo.
Yeah, this is definitely yeah, you can definitely smell the Skittles in it.
Skittles. Oh, that's what the Z stands
Yeah.
for. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can definitely
I've had
smell it.
Skittles.
Smells
That
really
was
good,
like
too.
kind of an older strain that
the
faded away for a little while and came back.
the gelato mixed with the Skittles. So it's very fruity.
Like the ice cream they have on there. That is fruity. I'm trying to think of what.
It's almost like a bag of nerds.
Yeah, like I definitely smell peach in there. A little bit of peach.
Watch out. Oh, let me move the camera. Boom.
Yeah, these were some chunky nugs. Shit fire.
Yeah, I have a good bit of this.
Gas.
When I heard that it was the limited strain, I was like, all right, this will be the secret stash reserve. I didn't even bite this.
Whatever the next one is that comes about, I'll grab some too. For sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of here, I'll show you.
Gelato Z, everybody. If you're chilling at home, smoking, spark up a blunt or roll up a joint, pack a bong, pack a bowl, smoke up with
Oh,
us.
darn it. You ever like see what you want to click, but then the list reloads, so you
Yeah,
don't.
I hate that. That's
So,
why.
check it out. This is the next drop I'd like to get a hold of for the review. It is Big Gucci Exotics new drop, and it's like obviously not an official collaboration, but it's like a whole Pittsburgh Pirates PNC Park type deal.
Yeah, they really go all out with these fucking
Yeah. And honestly, Big Gucci is one of there's a top 3 that always produce results when they bring bud through. And that's Big Gucci, Delivery Boys, and Clover, but Clover has, I don't know, some things have changed from, I don't know if it's who they get it from or, you know what I mean? I don't know who their growers are or what that deal is.
Something changed.
But yeah, things have changed with that, and I'm just not a huge fan of what I had last got.
That stuff looked good, but it was just packaged in little containers. Is that how it's gonna come?
Yeah, that's the way it looks.
I feel like that's got to be some good shit then, because if he's not even bothering with having like fancy packaging, it's usually, honest to God, some of the best weed I've had in my life just came in a sandwich bag, or or just came like, you know, in something more plain. It's only been like a handful of times in my entire life where I've gotten like a pack, like it's like a sealed pack of weed, and like cracked it open and was like, this is gas. And I actually enjoyed it.
I will say, the favorite My absolute favorite strain that I ever got. Aside from like maybe some legacy grows. Let me see, because I know I still have a picture of it. It was a clover drop, and it was last year or 2 years ago, but I think it was last year. That right there. The white guava Slurpee.
Sorry, I had to tell this kid.
Yeah, that right there is hands down the best strain that I ever tasted.
That one looks fucking good, bro. That
was
one looks
amazing.
good. They got a handful of juicy looking strains on there too. I saw a blueberry one. It's not often you get to see blueberry, and it be good when it comes to weed.
Yeah.
I got some blueberry pancakes dabs the other
Let's
day.
see if
That's
I
some
can
good stuff.
find when I had these cherry poppers.
Oh yeah, this is some gas.
It's not that one.
You think there's water in the fridge?
No, but I do have one in my bag. Give me 1 second.
Take your time, man. You're good. Thank you. Spark up something. Spark up something.
I don't have a picture of it, but I had
Light up a candle.
I had cherry poppers one time before, and they did their bag all kinds of crazy,
I never had cherry poppers before.
holographic and sparkly and all this and that, and it looked cool as shit.
Thank you.
And it was really good too.
I wasn't gonna make it through the second joint without some water.
I love just the journey of being like, not just like reviewing weed, but just being a weed enthusiast.
Right.
Because like it's always new shit. You know what I mean? I'm always dealing with new shit. Even whenever I get something that's like you could give me the same strain.
Especially now, like I feel like because there's so much competition, there's always something new. You're never gonna. You could take like a week off from buying weed, and there's like 10 new strains. There's 10 new fucking things to buy.
Like I was gonna say, even if you give me the same strain, it's probably from a different grower, or it's probably a different batch, or you know what I mean. So it's like, unless you're gonna bulk up and hoard one strain you like as soon as you see it and get it.
There's always gonna be something.
Yeah, you're always gonna deal with something new. It's always gonna be just this fucking.
I hate sitting on strains, bro. I hate sitting on strains. Like I'll buy too much of something because I think I really like it, and then halfway through I'm like, I hate the taste of this shit. And then I just sit there and stare at it.
I get annoyed with how dried out and how much weight is lost by the end of getting rid of like so much, or like smoking through so much. Like you buy like a QP, just you ain't gotta fucking, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta deal with it. Just you got it, you can smoke. By the time you get to that third zip, bro, that motherfucker's so dry. That zip,
Yeah,
like, it ain't 28 no more. That bitch like 26.5.
Yep.
And it break down like.
Exactly. I hate when that happens, bro. You break into your shit and you're like, who's taking my shit?
Or it just like, I don't know. People can say if it's in a jar or if it's in a bag or if it's sealed this way or that way. But in my opinion, I've tried it all. They always end up stale in the sense of like the smell ain't how it should have been.
Yeah. Like, I feel like a good, tight mason jar will do it justice for maybe a little bit longer, but still, like, you're right, it really doesn't.
My big gripe with it is like the reason why I feel like that might, like you said, prolong it a little bit longer, but it's not going to be the solution, because there's only going to be two ways that you can handle it. Like, get that to be fully sealed, you know what I mean? And that's going to be boil a fucking mason jar.
Yeah.
And go through that whole process, which then means you could lose fucking THC from the heat.
It's like a catch-22.
Or you got to fucking vacuum purge your stash every time you fucking close it.
Put like
You'd have to remove all vacuum from it. That's the only way.
what are they called? Glove packs or glove?
The humidity packs.
Yeah, those
the
are
humidor packs.
Those are pretty good. Like, I'll admit, like, I was surprised. I had an ounce of mushrooms in one of those packs, a glove pack, and I had it for like a year, bro. I thought I was gonna bust it open and it was gonna kill me just from the aroma, like the fumes. But I ate most of them and they were fine. They didn't make me sick. So it kept them fresh for like a year longer than they should have been. So that I will say, I stand by.
Hassle.
Yeah, I stand by. Is it glove?
Just like
Getting the packs.
yeah.
I've never tried getting them. I only ever got them from somebody else. You know.
Yeah, it's either, I'm sure nowadays their tobacco world has them or something like that, but it's
Probably
going to
still
be like an
expensive.
Amazon special. You mean so you're going to have to get them online somewhere, or go to a specific like cigar bar or some shit like.
That's stupid, bro. That's a hassle.
And then how long are they good for, in the sense of like, it's not like you're going to buy one and done.
Yeah.
And then you can't even buy a bunch of them to stock up, because
No.
they're all going to go bad at the same time. So
I'd be so mad too if that
you know what I
happened.
mean? If you go to the store and you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy 10 of these and I'm going to just use them one at a time, and then you realize there is no like activation button or anything on them. They're all, you know what I mean? They are what they are.
They're already active.
Yeah.
That's why you're beat at that point.
So you're,
It's too late.
let's say 90-day cycle. You know what I mean? Every 90 days maybe they dry out. Bro, I don't want to fucking plan a trip. It's like a doctor's appointment, bro. Every 3 months I got to go get my humidor pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck out of
Hurry
here.
up on the humidor packs. Yeah, I'd rather just fucking wing it, to be honest. Weed's weed for me. Most of the
My
time, I'm not too picky
ancestors
about it.
survived off Ziploc bags.
That's right. I mean, what were they putting weed in before Ziploc baggies, you know?
Toilet paper, paper towels.
Paper, yeah. Like, crush it up in some paper. Or like a little wooden box
A
or something.
leaf, a maple leaf
A maple leaf.
with a toothpick.
I think there was a point in time where people just, like, always rolled them. Or always rolled it or packed it or something like that.
Could you imagine someone just walking up to you and just fucking...
Just handed you some weed, yeah, like pulling it out there. Well, I mean, you have to think too, I guess, like there was a point in time too where, I mean, like, and there's places on this earth where it's still like this to this day, and it's always been like this. People just grow weed themselves. They grow tons of it, and it's not seen as something that's hella expensive. It's just a fucking plant.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be unrealistic to just like have a bag full of weed. Or a book bag like full of weed. Some of it's getting stuck to the sides of the bag. I don't give a fuck. I got like 5 pounds in here. I grew it the other day or whatever. Well, I mean, you wouldn't grow it quick, but hell.
Yeah, but at that point, wouldn't you just fucking package it?
Yeah, I would if I had that much. But if I didn't care, like if I wasn't selling it, if I was just smoking it, like if I could just live off the land and grow weed and grow plants that I needed for healing, like rosemary and lavender, and then like have chickens and cows and shit, I would do that, like straight up farm type shit. But you have to start somewhere. Like in order to gain a farm, you have to like either grow up on a farm with someone that already has one, or you got to have the money to build a farm.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck.
Yep. Yeah, I had a goat one time for like 2 days.
Hell yeah. Just 2 days? What happened?
We live in city limits, so it's not allowed.
Ah, fuck. That's so
I
gay.
tried.
That's so silly. That's stupid.
I sure tried.
You're gonna have him
I
like
wonder if
eat your grass?
I don't. I didn't care.
Didn't care what he did.
I just
wanted
fucked
to-
with.
just had a goat.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I was hanging out with my boy Ricky Miller, and he has a lot of, like, for lack of a better term, livestock around his house, or at least where he used to live. And we worked on a farm, so we were going to a livestock auction to get chickens for his place. And they had baby goats. $40.
That's not bad. That's a deal.
I'm buying a fucking goat for
That's a
$40.
Deal. Yeah.
Like, someone walk up to you and say, "Hey, you want this goat? $40, bro." You have 2 of them.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I want as many as I can get for $40.
Yeah.
That seems like a deal to me, at least
Facts.
in my head.
That's what I'm thinking too. That's a
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it ended up having to live at Ricky's house.
Fuck.
But that's all good.
Couldn't find somebody that wanted to buy the goat.
No, we just thought we wanted to keep the goat.
I believe it was hard to find someone if you did anyway. Like it would have been. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's because I was really stoned already, but I feel like that one's special for a reason. that one's really good. I'm high from that one. Yeah, Gelato Z. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one is a little bit more, for lack of a better term, like fumey than this one.
Yeah.
This one's a lot smoother.
I noticed my throat burning a little bit less on this one.
Mm.
It's them papers though too, really. Like, I'm just not used to smoking joints and blunts anymore. Like when I first started smoking, I wasn't even allowed to smoke in my house as a kid. So I snuck out. I rolled joints. I packed a bowl. That was it. I smoked joints for probably like the first 2 years of smoking, but then as soon as I found out a bong like could get me super high and it could save me weed, that's when I started buying up pieces. I got a lot of bongs. I love bongs, man.
My very first time was a joint, but then for a while my preferred, just because it was easy, was I used to fucking pop can it.
Yeah. Me and my friends did that all the time after school because it was just like none of us at the time really, like, I could roll. None of my friends could roll, but I didn't have papers.
Yeah, I was gonna say my problem was at
my
my
friends couldn't
age
get
it was
them
like
either.
impossible for me to fucking get any raps.
We
or
couldn't get
papers.
raps from anybody. We couldn't get nothing. Yeah, so we would just walk from school to the Anthony's Pizza. We'd wait for the plug to come, and in the meantime, we'd all like buy us a drink, and so we'd each have a drink. Someone is gonna keep a can, and by the time we got to the ball fields, we would just dent the can in, poke the holes, and we probably smoked
Yep.
so much fucking paint.
Oh, bro, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, you know
Oh
how
my
many
God.
brain cells I just demolished,
Completely fried them away, man. Crazy.
smiling too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
Didn't give a
cheesing.
shit.
Dude, we would get the wings at the pizza shop. They would give you ranch, and they were real traditional. They'd wrap it up in the tin foil like they do, you know? And we'd buy wings, we'd buy some fries and shit. We'd go post up at our spot and bust open the fucking ranch, get the tin foil. We'd take a mechanical pencil, poke a
Yep.
hole in the fucking bottle, stick it in there, and then use the tin foil to make like a little bowl in there. And sure as shit, dude, like after a good session for like a couple hours, that pencil would be melting.
Oh yeah,
Like,
shit's
dude,
melted as fuck.
melted as hell. We're sitting here ripping it, and like someone would just be like, "Yo, the bong's on fire!" Look over, and it's just dripping fucking plastic on the ground. We're like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, the outrageous things and ways that we had to do to get high. Like, none of it had to been good for our health.
The apple was the smartest, healthiest way, and it was honestly not that hard
Yeah.
at all.
Nobody
we
fucked
just
with it though.
no one ever fucked with it. Nah, no one did it. I never did it either. We did that I think we did that one time, and we were like, "This is kind of gay. This is lame.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this." I like
It's just harder to fucking carry an apple around with you.
I like the bottle sockets. I can't even like tell you for how long I smoked a bottle socket and like how much weed I smoked through a bottle socket. It's kind of crazy.
Back in the days when like you went in smoking weed, knowing for a fact that by the end of it, there's gonna be burnt, ashy weed in your mouth and the back of your throat.
I hated that.
No filters, no nothing.
I smoked Brez for a while too.
Oh man, yeah, scraping bowls.
I'll admit it. I smoked Res for years, man. I haven't smoked Res in a really long time.
Yeah,
but there was a point in time where like, yeah. Holy shit. Are those Laney ones?
Where?
Underneath that bench over there.
Oh, no.
No, okay. I had a pair of Laney ones, like, because, Michael Jordan went to Laney High School. They were yellow and blue. They had a big yellow Nike symbol on the side of them. And my first concert I ever went to was Mac Miller's Good AM in Pittsburgh. When he played Nikes on my feet, I took one of my shoes off and started a little, like, shoe wave. People, like, waving their fucking Nikes and shit like that. It was pretty dope. But every time I see those shoes, I think about that. I thought that's what those were. What are those?
They're, like a custom Jordan 1 Dragon Ball Z type thing that someone had got me as a gift.
That's tough. Dude, that's something you could do. Clothing and, like, shoes, bro. I used to sell shoes. Like, PGH Kicks used to go there and, like, flip shoes and shit. That shit was fun. At Franklin High School in Pittsburgh. I'm giving my review now. The Gelato Z is definitely, I think, a little bit better than the Cherry Pop.
Yeah.
But they're both fire, I will say. I'm fucking stoned.
Yeah, I'd give the Cherry Poppers like a solid 12.
Fuck yeah.
Like 12 out of 15. But the Gelato Z, I'd give it a 13.5.
Yeah. I'd say I'd give it a Cherry Pop like an 11, 12. And the Cherry Z like a 14. Give it room to improve, but it's pretty fucking good, dude. Like, yeah, that's some good shit. It's not often I get too high from a joint anymore. I usually only get really high from, like, bongs.
Everything crushes me if I smoke enough.
I feel that. I think that's just what comes with old age.
Yeah, Cody in here.
Hey.
He said, "W dude."
Yo,
He
what
was
up?
he was in the chat earlier.
Oh,
and was saying that he missed you.
Oh, shit. Yo, what up, Cody? Shout out, Cody. Love.
Yeah, dude
Hell
gonna kick it for the stash spots with us.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a good time. Appreciate you,
being
by the
me
way.
and Mister.
Black and yellow, black and... That fucking... that fucking bobblehead, bro.
Bro, alright, so... when we first got it, felt terrible, bro. Dude brings it in as a gift for us, and he brought those Ninja Turtles in. Shout out him, bro. My boy. And, I fucking dropped it. And broke it. Thankfully, it was a clean break.
Oh my god.
And so, so I had to fucking...
Oh, I didn't even
fix
see
him up.
that.
You see the hairline?
Yep.
But you'd never know, like, you mean you'd never be able to tell?
Yeah, it just looks like he's wearing like an ankle like bracelet or some shit. Which I don't know if he would do that, but...
Bro, as soon as I was like, no.
Fucking hell.
So fucked up.
I aspire to have bobbleheads of myself in random places all over the world one day.
Really? Is that your plan?
No, probably not, actually. My plan is to have a farm, like I said.
Bro, that's what I'm gonna do.
What's
gonna
that?
create an action figure line.
I'd be down to buy some buy some, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I like pitching some money to like get myself an action figure made.
That's what I mean. I'm gonna do like I'll do like local people series. I'll do rappers because there ain't too many like rapper action figures or like movie star action figures. Like, who wouldn't want to reenact the Will Smith, Chris Rock shit?
That would be fucking funny as hell, dude. Like, just have like the stage set up
Yeah.
and have him up there and like.
We need more celebrity action figures.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And like, yo, yeah, bro. You could.
But here's how you get away with not needing copyright shit.
I was gonna say, how would you do that?
You dress them up in costumes, and you just hint at their name.
You could theme like a Dracula thing versus like some other like crazy weird like old mythical creature, and like have them both have armies, and but make it like Drake versus Kendrick. You know what I mean? Do like the rap beef or some shit. Like do like fucking action figures. People would buy that. I feel like that would be something people would buy, like fanatics, especially like fan people. I cannot read that from here. I wish my eyes.
We need the. I don't know if it's 4th of July drip or 40 of July drip on your bobblehead, dude. Oh, for your 4th of July drip.
Oh, okay, yeah,
What
that's
would
what
you
he's.
all.
Yeah, dude, that's what I would get if I had a bobble. If I actually had a bobblehead, I definitely would have it smoking weed. I'm surprised his isn't, honestly, like holding a joint or something.
Well,
I
I
guess
think they
it's
gave it out at
It's supposed to be like a family thing.
Yeah, I think they gave it out at PNC Park.
That's fair.
So
Yeah, can't do that.
probably not.
Shit, bro.
But we appreciate y'all for tuning in
Hell
and
yeah.
hanging out with us.
Thank you, everybody. Hope y'all smoked and got high with us.
We will catch you guys next week. Peace.